Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like at this time to introduce to you one of the finest running backs in the United States of America, our number 1 pick, Barry Sanders.
It's really good to be here in Detroit. I feel it's a privilege to be one of the players that will help restore the roar in the dome.
Barry Sanders with a move that Mikhail Baryshnikov couldn't make.
We know we got to tackle this guy. One guy, we can't depend on one guy to tackle this guy.
Don't let this guy make you do the Lord's Prayer. The Lord's Prayer was Barry get in front of you, you try to make a tackle, and you clap your hands and you fall down on your knees.
Not even trash talk could knock Barry off his game. Our number 1 most elusive runner averaged 5 yards per carry for his career. During his 2,000-yard season in 1997, consecutive 100-yard games.
And the give to Barry Sanders. Cut back over the middle to the 15, breaks a tackle to the 10, Barry to the 5, Barry in, touchdown!
He could freeze you and then beat you, make you stop, and while you were stopping to break down, he was gone. Nobody could stop and start like that.
We felt the only way we could even simulate his movement at practice was to get a couple of chickens and have our 300-pound linemen try to corral him and chase him and box him in and corner him and cut him off.
For 10 years, Sanders carried the Lions. By 1998, number 20 was closing in on Walter Payton's all-time rushing record. But then, without warning, Sanders retired.
It takes everything in you, really, to be good at it. I think you have to play it for the love of it. Once that leaves, I think it's time to leave. I was within striking distance of the record. It's a great record to have, but to play only because of the record is something that I didn't have it in me to do.
Whether you agree or disagree with his decision, there is one fact that you can't dispute. Barry Sanders is undoubtedly the number 1 elusive runner of all time.
Deep hand off to Barry, 35, breaks through 30, Barry outside of the 20, cuts inside of the 15, outside of the 10, Barry the super 5, touchdown!
The Lions needed a franchise player. They needed a brand, and Barry had that flash.
Pitch out to Barry, left side, hole, 35, 40, Barry on the run to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, look out, 30, they'll never catch him, see you later, touchdown, Lions!
Boy, what a great change of pace to see one of the greatest players in the game go into the end zone and act like he'd been there before.
To see the way that guy just cut and juke people was insane.
Got it away to Barry off the right. Barry to the 45 and bumps to the 40, breaks it 35, 30, he's gone! Unbelievable! Touchdown, Lions, Barry Sanders. I'll tell you what, every time we talk about Barry, we say that's the greatest run, that's the greatest run. That might have been the greatest run. That was unbelievable.
There's no doubt in any of our minds that Barry would have been the all-time leading rusher.
If Barry would have played 15 years, that record could have been 25,000 yards.
Barry went on a streak of 14 consecutive games with 100-plus yards.
It was a wonderful experience to play in the NFL, and I have no regrets.
Barry Sanders, the only man who's ever gained 1,000 yards 10 straight seasons.
Barry Sanders is a guy that no matter what year, you can say 1920 and you can say 2012, he will still be best running back in the NFL any given time.
Folks, he's the best in the business. Someday you'll be able to say, I saw the best running back in football ever.